Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive into ReadyBank, a fintech solution developed by a software company based in Kazakhstan, Rocket Tech.
Okay.
Our listeners are super interested in how tech is kind of changing things up in the financial world. And Rocket Tech, they've been working with banks in Central Asia, and they're saying that ReadyBank is going to be a game changer, especially if you're a bank or financial institution that's looking to launch or upgrade your digital services.
Yeah.
Like imagine having ready-to-use mobile apps, a built-in CRM, and credit management systems all in one package.
Right.
That's ReadyBank.
Yeah. What's really interesting about ReadyBank is that it's not just providing software. It's actually a full suite of digital banking products that are designed to help these banks and fintechs really hit the ground running with their digital offerings.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think this is really important. 3 banks in Central Asia are already using it.
Oh, wow.
So it's not just like a concept, it's actually being used in the real world.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest benefits is really that reduced time to market.
Wow.
We're talking about taking a digital banking product live in just a few months.
Wow, that's incredible.
Which is a huge benefit in the world of finance.
Yeah, for sure. I'm particularly interested in the mobile app.
Yeah.
That's designed for small and medium-sized enterprises.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's jam-packed with features that can really help
Absolutely.
small businesses.
Yeah, the SME app is really cool. It's designed with the modern business owner in mind.
Yeah.
Onboarding is super easy. They use Face ID. It offers seamless payments and transfers, which, is essential for any business.
Right.
But what's really interesting here is that they've gone a step further and they've integrated online accounting directly into the app.
Oh, wow.
So businesses can manage their finances holistically without having to go to all these different platforms.
Right.
It also includes things like digital document signing, multi-user accounts, recognizing that many small businesses work collaboratively. Yeah.
And the app even handles currency exchange, deposits, and loans.
Wow.
So it really does create a one-stop shop for all their financial needs.
That's incredible. It sounds like a lot to pack into one app. But does all this functionality come at the expense of user-friendliness?
I think they've done a really good job of creating a clean and intuitive interface.
Yeah.
They've thoughtfully integrated credit scoring services and CBS core banking systems directly into the platform.
Okay.
So it really ensures that the user has a smooth and efficient experience with everything connecting behind the scenes.
That makes a lot of sense. So we've talked about this seamless integration. It's so important when you're dealing with such sensitive financial data.
Absolutely.
But what about personalization?
Yeah.
Can businesses kind of, tweak it to fit their brand, to fit their needs?
They totally can. ReadyBank understands that each business is unique.
Yeah.
And they provide really easy customization options.
The UI/UX system is actually designed in Figma, which is known for its flexibility.
Right.
And this allows businesses to actually personalize the app's look and feel.
Wow.
So that it aligns with their branding and resonates with their target audience.
That's impressive. So they can change colors, fonts, layouts, all that good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. They can tweak colors, they can tweak fonts, and they can tweak layouts to create an experience that's really tailored.
Okay, so it sounds like ReadyBank's found this great balance between functionality and flexibility.
Absolutely.
I'd love to know more about their OCRM, their operational CRM.
Yeah.
Customer relationships are crucial in this fintech world.
For sure.
So how does ReadyBank approach that?
Well, their OCRM goes beyond just a basic contact management system.
Okay.
It's really designed to streamline the entire customer lifecycle.
Okay.
From initial contact to long-term engagement.
Right.
And one of the things that really stands out is the client card.
The client card.
Yeah, you can think of it as a comprehensive digital profile for each customer.
Oh, I see.
It provides a 360-degree view of their data, their transactions, their preferences, interactions with the bank. And this really allows for personalized service and targeted marketing.
That sounds great.
Which are invaluable in today's competitive landscape.
Yeah, having all that in one place must make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
But can it actually help businesses close deals?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So the OCRM is actually equipped with sales pipeline automation features that streamline the sales process, guiding leads from initial interest to final conversion. And they have built-in telephony and telemarketing tools that allow businesses to connect with their potential customers directly through the platform.
Okay.
They can nurture those relationships and ultimately close those deals more efficiently.
That's really neat.
And then to make sure that nothing falls through the cracks, there's a really robust request management system that's integrated with Jira, which is a popular project management tool. And this fosters a really seamless collaboration between teams and makes sure that every customer request is handled promptly and effectively.
It's pretty incredible how much they've managed to integrate into a single platform.
Yeah, it's impressive.
They really have thought of everything, but how do they bridge that gap between online and offline banking?
So that's where the integration with branch operations really shines.
Okay.
This unique feature allows for a truly unified customer experience.
Right.
So, for example, customer cards created in a physical branch are instantly synced with the online system, ensuring data consistency across all channels.
Okay.
And then on top of that, they have incorporated omni-channel communication capabilities.
Oh, interesting.
So businesses can connect with customers on their preferred platforms, whether it's email, SMS, social media like Instagram, or messaging apps like Telegram, all managed through the OCRM.
So it's really meeting the customer where they are. Before we go on to some other features, can you give us a little peek behind the curtain?
Yeah.
Talk about the tech behind the OCRM. Is it proprietary or is it built on open source technologies?
Yeah, so they actually chose to build their OCRM on open source technology.
Oh, interesting.
Like Go, React, and PostgreSQL.
Okay.
And this decision brings a lot of benefits, increased flexibility, seamless integration.
Yeah, it's great to hear.
Yeah, it really empowers businesses to customize the platform and tailor it to their needs.
Absolutely. Open source technology is great for that. Now let's talk about their loan operational system.
Okay.
Their LOS. Streamlining lending processes is super crucial in this industry.
Yeah.
So what's ReadyBank doing?
Well, they actually call their LOS the Universal Credit Conveyor, and I think that's for a good reason.
Why is that?
Because it's powered by Camunda's BPM engine, which is known for being able to manage all these diverse and complex workflows.
Oh, wow.
So we're talking about everything from cash loans and refinancing to POS financing, credit cards, even buy now, pay later options.
Right.
All seamlessly handled through this one system.
That's incredible. But applying for a loan could be so tedious and time-consuming. How have they addressed that?
That's one of the key strengths of their LOS. They've made the application process super user-friendly.
Okay.
You can apply for a loan online in 5 to 7 minutes.
5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's really fast.
Wow.
The system is fully integrated with scoring services and government databases. It enables really quick and efficient processing.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then, additionally, it offers an omni-channel experience. So users can apply and manage their loans across different channels.
So they can choose whatever works best for them.
Exactly, giving them that flexibility and choice.
All right. Well, before we get carried away with all these amazing features, let's talk about the practical stuff.
Okay.
Like implementation and support. How smooth is the transition?
So they offer third-level support.
Okay.
And they focus on addressing bugs and resolving system issues very promptly. For more complex situations that require like deeper analysis or a system analyst, they actually operate on a time and materials model.
Okay.
So this allows them to provide really tailored support based on the client's needs.
So they're there to help troubleshoot, but do they go beyond just troubleshooting?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like more proactive support?
They go above and beyond just simple troubleshooting. They can assemble dedicated teams to support product development.
Wow.
They can provide consulting services, and they offer ongoing development resources.
That's really neat.
Their goal is to really empower clients to succeed with ReadyBank and make sure they have a smooth and productive experience
That's great.
throughout their journey.
All that sounds really good, but, what about some real-world results?
Right.
Can you give us some examples of successful ReadyBank implementations?
Yeah. So it's been implemented in banks across Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan.
Okay.
It showcases its versatility across various needs. And what's really interesting is that they're actually in discussions with an educational institution in Uzbekistan that wants to launch a neobank powered by ReadyBank.
A neobank?
Yeah, and it has the potential to reach over 5 million clients.
5 million?
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
That's incredible. That's really ambitious.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they're not just focused on Central Asia.
Yeah.
they're looking to expand beyond that, maybe Southeast Asia.
Yeah, they are actively seeking opportunities, particularly in Southeast Asia,
Okay.
where the demand for digital banking is just, increasing so rapidly.
It's really exploding.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see what they're doing.
All right. Well, I think we've only just scratched the surface
I think so, too.
of what Ready Bank has to offer. Let's take a short break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we'll dig a little deeper into some of the more nuanced aspects of this platform and talk about the impact it might have on the future of finance.
Sounds good.
So, welcome back. We've really only scratched the surface of what Ready Bank can offer.
Yeah, we've just touched on some of the highlights.
What's really impressive to me is that they're bridging this gap between traditional banking and the fast-paced world of fintech.
Yeah, it's fascinating how they're taking these complex systems and making them really user-friendly and accessible.
Right.
Even exciting.
We talked earlier about the customization aspect of Ready Bank. How deep does that rabbit hole go? Can banks really make it their own?
Oh, absolutely. Customization and flexibility are at the core of Ready Bank.
Yep.
Their whole modular design.
Right.
That extends to the visuals as well.
Okay.
They give banks a UI/UX system in Figma, and it gives them so much control over how their platforms look and feel. They can tweak colors, fonts, even create custom components.
Okay.
It's not just about branding, it's about creating a digital experience that reflects the bank's personality.
Right. It's like you were saying earlier, making it exciting.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's move over to the technical side for a sec. We talked briefly about open source technologies. Can you tell us a little bit more about the benefits for banks that are choosing Ready Bank?
Yeah, I think it was really smart of them to choose open source for their OCRM.
Okay.
Technologies like Go, React, PostgreSQL. These are known for their flexibility, and they have a really strong community behind them.
Right.
So that means easier customization for the banks, smoother integration with their systems.
It just makes it easier for them to adapt Ready Bank to their own processes.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Security.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
You're talking about sensitive financial data here.
Absolutely.
How is Ready Bank keeping everything safe?
Security is a top priority for them.
Good.
They haven't publicly shared all the details,
Right.
but they emphasize this multi-layered approach,
All right.
prioritizing encryption, secure authentication, regular security audits.
So it sounds like they're actively monitoring for vulnerabilities and making sure things are running smoothly.
Yeah, it's not a set it and forget it kind of thing. It's an ongoing process.
Right. You also mentioned earlier that Ready Bank really reduces that time to market for digital banking products.
Yeah.
So how does that compare to traditional development?
Traditionally, it could take years to build a digital banking platform.
Years.
You're building everything from scratch, the core banking system, the apps, the web interfaces.
Wow.
It's a massive undertaking.
Okay.
Ready Bank gives you this ready-made ecosystem.
I'll see.
You choose what you need, you customize it, and you're up and running much faster.
So it's kind of like building a house brick by brick
Mm-hmm.
versus moving into a prefab home that already has all the stuff.
Exactly. And that's where their focus on the front end is so important.
Right.
They're giving banks the tools to create these great customer experiences without having to get bogged down in all that complex back-end development.
Speaking of customer experiences, we talked about some banks using this in Central Asia.
Yeah.
What's the feedback been like?
They're seeing faster time to market, improved customer engagement, more streamlined operations.
That's great to hear.
And, their expansion into Southeast Asia suggests that things are going well.
Right. So you mentioned Southeast Asia. Are they just taking what they've done in Central Asia and doing the same thing?
That's a great question. And it really highlights their commitment to understanding those local markets.
Okay.
They're not just copying and pasting. They're doing the research. They're partnering with local banks. They're adapting to regulations, cultural preferences.
That's smart.
It's a very thoughtful approach.
It sounds like they're really trying to make a positive impact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, before we wrap things up, I want to talk about scalability.
Okay.
How well does Ready Bank handle growth?
That's a great question, and their architecture plays a really big role. Ready Bank is built using microservices.
Right. We touched on that earlier. Can you remind me how microservices affect scalability?
Sure. So instead of having one big system, they have a collection of smaller independent services.
Oh, okay.
And each one handles a very specific function.
So it's like modular.
Right, exactly. And this allows them to scale each component as needed without affecting the whole system.
So they can just scale up what they need when they need it.
Precisely.
And they're also cloud-based, which helps as well.
Yes, the cloud gives them that on-demand scalability.
Right.
So they can adjust resources based on demand.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's a very efficient way to handle growth.
So what does all this mean for banks that are thinking about using ReadyBank?
I think the key takeaway is that ReadyBank is more than just a bunch of tools.
Okay.
It's a platform that can help banks compete.
Right.
It's about innovating, improving those customer experiences, and thriving in this world where technology is changing everything.
It sounds like they're the partner you need if you want to succeed in the digital world.
Absolutely.